How to have a productive week. Before you get into the busyness that most people talk about, stop and ask, what would make me the most productive? And then prioritize the activities that you have for the day. And you prioritize those activities by asking this one question: what would give me the most impact? What would give the most impact? We have to stop and think before we get into all of the activity. So if you have 10 activities for the day, narrow it down to the two activities that would provide the most impact. And what I'm talking about is a principle that you may be familiar with. It's called the Pareto principle. And the Pareto principle basically says that the cause of 80% of whatever outcome is impacted because of 20%. And I represented this on a board for you this morning to show you this is basically the Pareto principle, that 20% of what you do can impact 80% of your production. But you have to first step back and ask, what would be the top two things that are priority that would impact 80% of my production? I'll give you two things that most people come to me for, which is, whether they want to start a business or they want to lose weight. In losing weight, a lot of times people are doing a lot of activity. They're doing the strenuous workouts. They're restricting. They're doing a lot of things, but they're not losing weight. I can tell you there was a season of my life where I ran almost every morning and I gained 30 pounds. Why? Because just running and running further and further does not equal production, meaning the production of the weight loss that I wanted. Another example, people will ask me, well, Cledra, I'm working so hard, meaning they're doing a lot of things, but they're not getting the outcome in their business. Why? Because the priority would be income producing activity. But before you get to any of these priorities, the thing that comes before that is your thinking. Because your thinking impacts how you feel. And let me tell you, we take action or we are in inaction all because of how we feel. And so if you don't stop and step back, this is my invitation to you to step back. And before you get into the busyness of the day, step back and think, what would make me the most productive? And then prioritize your activity. Prioritize your activity with the intention of being productive, not just busy. So people who are doing a whole lot of stuff and not seeing much, it's because they aren't prioritizing and they haven't done the pre-work of stopping and thinking. So this principle is called the Pareto principle, and I hope that this board helps you to really see and to really stop and evaluate. We're almost at the completion of 6 months of, good morning, Valerie. We're almost at the completion of half of 2019. And so I don't want you to be like a lot of people that I hear. They're so busy, doing a lot of things, but their life does not reflect the results of being productive. In order to be productive, you have to start to be deliberate about your thinking and very intentional about how you prioritize what you participate in every single day. So listen, if you enjoy this kind of work and thinking about what you're doing and analyzing and really getting to the root of how you can be more productive, I want to invite you to an upcoming class that I'm doing to close out the first half of 2019 strong. This is all about making the next half year your best half year. And in fact, that's the name of the class. I want you to make the next half year your best half year. And I'm doing this class on the last day of this month, and I want you to join me. It's totally complimentary. I'll put the details below this video and comment in the comments for you to register. I will be doing giving you more information like this. Before you press into the second half of the year, I want you to do some intentional work about looking at your behaviors so that you can get the nuggets from the first half of the year instead of just looking to the next half without looking back in a healthy way and evaluating in a systematic way. I'm going to take you through what I do in my personal life and what I do in the lives of my clients to help them evaluate their behavior and not just move on without having a system of moving on so that they can be productive instead of busy with little productivity. All right. Hey, Shakita, how you doing? So anyway, I will put the link below this video. I cannot wait to see you on the class. I'm going to have more juicy nuggets like this, and more importantly, the life coaching that I know that you need to make the next half year your best half. All right. Enjoy this new day. And as always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Take care. Bye.